One of the interesting things in hurling about the late 90s was after the mid-90s success of the Clares and Wexfords and Offaly and Limerick being the dominant teams, in the late 90s it came back to the traditional counties and Cork winning in 1999. Jimmy Barry Murphy, the legend, in as coach and with a young Cork team.
Jimmy Barry Murphy had been 4 years in charge of that Cork team, and it took Jimmy a long time to get that Cork team playing the way he wanted them to play.
When I took over the Cork team after a year, I realised that Clare were the benchmark, that they had set new standards as regards fitness, self-preparation, the intensity of their play, the pace of the way they played the game. I think that was it. I saw them training in Park Keefe on one occasion before a Munster final, and I couldn't believe the pace that they were training at.
Yeah, they were a common team, but funny enough, in my time, we had beaten Cork in 93, 95, 97, 98, which was weird for a Clare team to win that many matches against Cork, and we would have certainly been very confident facing into the Munster final of 99 that we would take them.
The referee is Dickie Murphy. It's Clare who won the toss and up to play from right to left. Having put his trust and his faith in a very young team, as I say, 14 of them playing in a first Munster final. That's Fergal McCormack. McGrath got back and it's Dean!
Cork people love their hurling. They've been starved of a bit of success. And then I'd say the dream thing for Cork fans was Jimmy Barry Murphy to be leading a young team of talented Cork hurlers, and that's what they got with their victory in 99.
To be fair to Cork, they were hungrier and they possibly wanted it a bit more. And
O'Connor can, and O'Connor is put it over the bar. And the captain takes the cup, takes the salute.
I remember their semi-final victory over Offaly was a fantastic game. Awful weather. I remember Brian Whelan gave one of the best individual performances I ever saw. A real gutsy battling Cork team.
It's an All-Ireland semi-final. We're delighted to be through. It's the first time in a long time, and we're really looking forward to the final now.
Well, there's a great rivalry between Kilkenny and Cork. What I recall about it, it was a very wet day for a start, and Kilkenny were sort of keeping a few points ahead of them.
DJ Carey, the hand pass forward towards Charlie Carter. Carly with just enough room, and Charlie has knocked it over the bar. The first point of the second half for Kilkenny, and they go back in front again.
Towards the end, Cork got on top and came back and scored a few great points to go, I think, a point ahead.
This time he takes great care and hits it with great accuracy, and Joe Dean has put it over the bar. A dramatic second half here. Kilkenny first of all leading and leading well, then Cork fighting back gamely. Donald O'Cusack.
And ironically enough, Kilkenny people would claim that that was also a short game. From my recollection, there was a shamazel in the centre of the field in which a Kilkenny player was fouled, and in our opinion he blew for a free for Kilkenny, and the Cork people invaded the pitch and he just blew it off then, but we would have claimed that Kilkenny deserved a free at the last end, which would have created an opportunity to level the game.
A day of triumph for Jimmy Barry Murphy, one of the great heroes in Cork sport, and now as coach after 4 years.
On the day, you could sense they had the belief on the day, and they were deserving winners. I was here at the game, and memorable victory, memorable as well. The cup was presented in the middle of the field for the one and only time.
Welcome back to Leeside, Lee McCarthy. We've missed you a lot.
Yeah, Cork were back for sure, and you knew by the nature of the characters involved that they weren't going to be going away. They were going to be around for a while.
I'll never forget the scenes at the end when the Cork players would come down to the hill, because the Cork supporters are great. They're so colourful and vibrant and noisy. Buzz was amazing. It was extraordinary stuff. And that was to be the start of a long period of Cork success in hurling, which probably marks every good decade, good Cork hurling teams. and they were to go on with Donal Logue and The Rock and Sean Oak, you know, and the O'Connors. I mean, you're reluctant to pick out names because there were so many great players in those Cork teams.
I think they won it by a point. Poor enough game. And what happened afterwards was, of course, Brian Cody was manager of that Kilkenny team, and no one could have seen what was coming.